welcome to an unboxing. What's in this? It's a HicTop Prusa i3 3D printer. Box blade knife. Let's just run this very carefully. You can see they well packed it. They just literally take this. You think the guys were wanting to make it waterproof. Aha! Nice. Isn't that sweet? Packing list. One thing I'd recommend is get something like a stack on that you can put all kinds of nuts, bolts, screws, washers, parts in it. Basically, this is what it's going to look like when you're finished assembling this thing. This one is the aluminum framed rail model, so you will have rails made out of aluminum rather than acrylic or wood, such as the other ones were made in the past. This also has the screws that are not just threaded, but they're parametric screws, much as you'd see on a CNC lathe or mill. They've given us some plastic to play with. The bed is metal rather than acrylic or wood. Looks like it's pretty sturdy. It does have bends in it to increase the strength. One thing they did say is they do give you a DVD with instructions and possibly software and things to get you going up really fast. Put that aside and we'll see what it is later on. One thing I noticed they do give you is a set of tools. They may not be the best set of tools, but tools in the hand are worth more than the finest Craftsman or Snap-on in the store. So that'll get you going. I would recommend getting you some quality tools, put this together with as well. Couple of brackets here. These are motor mounts, it looks like. It does say that they do give you a hot plate, sub plate, and they do say the aluminum you can print on, although I would suggest coating it or possibly getting some borosilicate glass and putting it on top of it. Another frame, possibly a power supply or arduino board. Aluminum mounts. And another plate. As you can see, I got myself a good bench to work on. You notice it's actually a steel door. And the bottom with the motors, the boards, tape, wires, rods. Put that aside. Set this tape aside. If you do decide to use tape, I would use the blue painter's tape to print on. Stepper motors. Looks like they're all the same size. No way, they're not the same size. What you gotta watch out for. I believe these two would be for the Z. Bag of nuts, bolts, and hardware. Gonna go in the box, sort it out. USB cable, another electronic cord, ties, pulleys, bearings, pads, more brackets, another drive. Does have the belt loop on it, cinch the belt on. Linear side rail mounts for the round guides. A lot better than the 3D printed ones, although the 3D printed ones do work. You do have 3D printed parts. This is the stuff you can do. It is a fan shroud. The motor mount for the X-axis is actually injected molded right here. That's 3D printed. More linear bearings. And another injection molded part for the X-axis. We have the motor couplings, the flex, takes the misalignment out, set those by the motor. We have the fan and the hot end. Nice packaging. That's all for the box. And we'll set the box aside. As you can see, I'm into quite a number of toys to play with. Things that I can actually print parts for. Camera mounts, various parts. This thing will come in handy. Also, there's a lot of parts that you can sell on eBay or Amazon or a couple other places such as your own channel. I do have a carbon Z-Cub camera mount that enables you to put a GoPro or one of the clones on the wing of an airplane without the vibration. It also has a mount for a camera for the FPV goggles for you to fly FPV. Also, a safety note, when you're flying FPV, have a spotter just in case you're into something that you're not seeing in the goggles. As you have it, these are the parts. We'll get to assembly and how you put it together in a later video. Thanks. Okay, with fast forward, I've gone ahead and laid everything out. I do have a checklist to go by with a bill of materials. All the little nuts and bolts are in my organizer. Here are some advanced tools and a multimeter to check the voltage when you have stepper motors. That way you can get the right volts and amps to this and they won't chatter. It's also handy to have a pair of calipers and a precision scale. In the military, we would have a shadow board, put everything out and lay everything on there to make sure that you have every piece needed to put your assembly together. So in saying that, this is the alternative, and it'll do. Thank you very much. This is a peek for the next video on assembly.